She's shaking her bacon.
Come on, boys, let's sizzle.
She's shaking her bacon.
I'm gonna shimmy till it fizzles.
Her bacon is shaking.
Come on, it's nice and hot.
Her bacon is shaking.
I'm serving it ready or not. All right, everybody, do the bacon shake.
Hello everybody, this is Lee. I'm going to try to get the camera in a way. I decided to make a video today. I wasn't going to this weekend, but this is going to be a, who knows if it's going to be long or not, to tell the truth. But I'm making lunch, and I decided to make a recipe my grandmother used to make when I was a child. And because I was a child, she would call it monkey. I don't know why she called it that, but basically it's just a cheese soup with a little bit of spices in it. And to go with the cheese soup, I'm making, I wanted to make BLTs, but I don't have any lettuce, so I'm making bacon, spinach, and tomato sandwiches, probably on toast. The cheese soup, you can take like toasted bread and cube it up, and then just kind of put that on top as a garnish or whatever. We used to like it. So the first thing I'm going to start with is some butter, and I'm going to put in probably about, a little more than a tablespoon of real butter. Get that going. And let it melt down a little bit. And I'm going to grab the camera here and show you. There. And the reason I'm showing you this is, well, it's bacon. You know, people, it's bacon. I should show bacon because it's bacon. Okay, so I'm gonna get the butter here melting in this pan. And once it's melted a little bit, I'll start adding some milk and butter. Milk and cheese. And the kind of cheese I'm using, I'm not going to mention any name brands, but it comes in a big yellow box. And, yeah, you know, it's, you know, the soft cheese that comes in a big box. Yeah. And it's delicious. So we're using this, real butter, milk, and some seasonings. And I might even put some of this bacon grease in my soup. Why? It's bacon. Alright, try not to let the camera fall over, and it's gonna, maybe if I put it over here, you guys will be able to see a little better. I'm hoping so. Can't tell. The butter is melted a little bit. It's not started to turn brown, so now I'm going to put a little bit of cheese in there. About half of what I probably chopped up about 1.5 cups. Get this out of the way. And the butter and the cheese is just starting to melt in that butter. Now I'm going to add some milk. Just about, I don't know, what was that? About 1/2 cup, a little more. And then we're going to let that melt down a little bit, and then we'll add the rest. And meanwhile, I've got to turn my bacon. So Nancy was talking to me on Facebook just a minute ago, and she reminded me of something that's really important. When, you know, and this is a good thing, and probably I should upload this video to my other site as well, because when you're battling negativity in your life, nothing can calm as much as comfort foods or foods that are made with the intention of, you know, creating calm. And so that's what it's all about. Got my bacon turned a little bit. I need to turn that down. Let me show you what this is looking like. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so as you can see, There's still lumps of cheese in here, and it's starting to melt. I've got the heat on, well, right there. Not quite high, but it's not medium either. It's a little bit higher than medium, and I probably will turn that down. Let's take a look at how this is doing. Why? Because it's bacon. All right, so here's this. Let me put this back. I hope you can see. All right. That cheese in there is almost melted down, so I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of this cheese. A little bit more milk. Okay, so then it's probably equal to about 1.5 to 1 3/4 cup of milk. And the spices, I'm going to go ahead and put in some chili powder. You know, just to where you're going to like it. And that was like a shake, a shake, a shake, a shake, a shake, a shake, a shake. And I'm going to put in about 1/2 cupful of dried parsley. My grandmother didn't always work with herbs. She would just make the cheese soup as is, but I like my cheese soup to have a little bit more flavor. The fat content in this cheese soup, a lot, I'm sure. And so I've got the bacon here going, and let me get this soup finished, and I'm going to go ahead and slice some tomatoes and get the sandwiches prepared, and I'll be back. Alright, there's the soup, and there's my bacon. Yeah, it's less bacon because there's already been one sandwich taken out of it, but I'm putting together this one. So let me see if, hopefully if I set the camera here, you'll be able to see. I'm using rye, pumpernickel rye. I'm going to put some salad dressing on it. Okay, I made a mess. Then I'm going to put a bed of spinach, the fresh baby spinach leaves, which is way more nutritious than regular iceberg lettuce. Iceberg lettuce is like a notch above water, and even though water is good for us, you're not getting any nutrients. It's just all empty calories. Then I'm going to put just one large, because that was a pretty large tomato. Now the bacon. Love bacon. Who doesn't love bacon? Alright, and remember I said that I was going to put a little bit of bacon grease in my soup. Give it a little bit more flavor. I'm doing that just a little bit. Giving it a stir. Cheesy, bacony soup. Now, this is a soupy soup. If you want it thicker, you can certainly add flour or cornstarch. And I like it kind of thin. Not always. Sometimes I like it thick, but right today I'm going to have it kind of thin. Well, put the top of the sandwich. Cut it in half, and there we have it. Soup and the sandwich. Okay, so that was today's lunch, short video. I hope you try it. Like I said, this is really super easy to make. Kids will love it. Give it a funny name like my grandmother did, and they'll eat it. And happy eating, everybody.
It's fun! on.
She's shaking her bacon.